Hi everyone, it's Miss Rathaus, your English teacher. I'm giving you a screencast tonight that lets you know a few things about tomorrow's lesson that's going to be really helpful, so when you get in here you don't freak out about the room being set up differently. So, tomorrow we're going to be doing a group work activity. In fact, the next few days we'll be doing a group work activity. During this activity, I've said it 7 times, that's super awesome. The lesson is an escape room revolving around the author Edgar Allan Poe. Edgar Allan Poe is an American writer who is accredited as being one of the first people to have detective stories, which is pretty cool. But the fun thing about Edgar Allan Poe is that he's very dark and brooding and angsty. So as a teenager, you'll love him. He's really great in terms of he wrote really intense love stories. He wrote poetry. He wrote some non-poetry. Some stories that he wrote are called The Raven or The Telltale Heart. And he's just really cool. And he's from the Baltimore area. So that's pretty neat too, because he's kind of a local, well, he died in Baltimore, I think. So he's kind of a local guy-ish. So I told you that the room's going to be set up differently, which is true. It's going to be set up in groups, so when you come in, it is not going to look how you saw it yesterday, which is today. Today. Who knows? Okay, so it's not set up the same as it was when you left today. There are going to be 6 different groups. Each group is completing the escape room. So an escape room is where you are in a room. That's this room. And you're trying to escape. So you're trying to escape a maze where you are going to rescue Edgar Allan Poe from a maze/cemetery. It's pretty cool. So when you come in, how you will know where you're going to sit is the purple folder. On the purple folder, it will have your group number, the leader of your group, we'll talk about that later, and the different group members on your team. So you will sit where your name is on the purple folder. In the purple folder, there are 2 things. So for each person, there is a copy of the expectations for the escape room. It goes down every detail about the fact that you guys can split up the work and how you should be working. On the back is your rubric for how you're getting graded. Okay, so you are getting graded for mostly finishing all the different missions, which we'll get to that in a second. Having all the keys, again, we'll get there. And yeah, just filling out the expectations, getting the maze done, working together as a group. So your rubrics and your expectations and procedures are on the white paper in your purple folder. Also in your purple folder is a pink paper. It is 2-sided. Wow, 2-sided paper. This is a very important paper. It's your maze. So you will start here and you will work your way. Oh, wow. When you're doing a screencast, did you know it's backwards? I can't point in the right direction. Okay. Oh, you guys are going to make fun of me so bad for this. It's okay. So you'll work through the maze, and when you're working through the maze, there's different pit stops, which are the different tasks or missions that you have to complete. There is the final maze. Wow, everything is backwards. It's so weird. Okay. Final escape puzzle is on the back, so there will be last things that you need to get in order to fully escape the cemetery. Okay. Also, all of this is fictional. All of it's made up. We acknowledge that you can't wake people. I'm not trying to say any of that. Okay. That being said, there are 6 missions that you have to complete with your group. When you're completing the missions, you need to be working as a group together, but you can split up the tasks. So within each mission, there's different steps that you have to complete. You can do that while you're with your group. So I'm going to show you an example. So every mission has a folder that looks like this with a number. You start at 1, you'll work your way up to 6. It's really easy. Okay. When you open the folder, got some ASMR going, right? Okay. When you open the folder, there is, the first thing you're going to look at is not that. First thing you're going to look at is the white envelope. In that white envelope, it has your mission description. So it has, got it. It has this. Okay. Your mission description tells you exactly what to do with each of the things. Some of them may not be true. So if it says to cut things out, ask whether you actually have to cut it, because there may be a way that I did it that you don't have to cut things. You're welcome. So you're going to work through the different steps on your instructions card. That's step 1. Most of them have a green task that you have to complete. So yellow is your instructions, green is the task. For example, in step 1, you're going to be looking at figurative language within part of Poe's poem, The Raven. Okay, so you're going to read and annotate the text, and then answer the questions about the figurative language. While this should be review for most of you with figurative language, I did provide you with both the definitions of all the different types of figurative language and an example next to it. So you can kind of see that on here. So you'll complete? Come on, Miss Rathouse. You should definitely record this twice, but I am on a time crunch. So I'm going to just roll with it and maybe edit it later. Who knows? Maybe I'll just re-record all of this at home. I should stop. Okay. So, all right. Yellow, your instructions. Green, you complete the task. There's also a key that you have to get in each level. So each level's instruction paper, the yellow one, also has a location clue on it. Around the room, there will be different baggies with pictures on the front of it, and you have to figure out which baggie has that key's clue in it, or that clue's key. When you get the key, there's also a little puzzle on there. So there's a lot of different things that your group can be doing. You can split it up where the 2 people are doing the green task, 2 people are figuring out where the key is, and 2 people are figuring out what the key's clue is. That's fine. That works. So there's all different parts. Everybody should be participating during the activity. And that's it. When you're done with a level, or with a mission, rather, you'll show me. Okay, you'll show me your stuff. You'll show me your key. You'll say, hey, can we go? And I'll say, yeah, go ahead. Okay? So that's really awesome. Then the final thing I want to go over during this video is the expectations for what you are doing during this activity. There is a group leader for every activity. So if we look back at that purple folder, there's going to be a group leader's name on every single activity. That doesn't make any sense. Pause that. Okay. Back on the purple folder, there is a leader who's on that folder. Your group's leader is in charge, because I'm in charge of everybody and making sure that everyone is focused, but I need somebody else to help out at the group level. So the group leader is in charge of keeping you on task, making sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do, telling you what you're supposed to do. So the group leader, if they want, they can say, listen, you 2 are doing this, you 2 are doing that, I'm going to do this, okay? That doesn't mean that the group leader does no work. It means that the group leader is there as the buffer between you guys and me. If you're not doing your work, the group leader can tell me, and then that will hurt your grade on the escape room. This is an easy grade, guys. You do it, you participate, you have fun. You'll love it. Hopefully. I'm really nervous about this. Okay. It'll be really cool. So the group leader, you have to listen to them. If they say, hey, get back on task, get back on task. Maybe your group leader's super nice and is going to set an alarm and be like, I'm going to set an alarm for 1 minute. You guys can be talking for 1 minute, then we're getting back on task. Awesome. Love it. Take a brain break, right? They're not the only person that you have to respect in your group, though. You need to respect everybody who's working with you. It is unacceptable for anybody to blame something on somebody else. You need to work together. Because, newsflash, this is going to be difficult. It's a higher level activity, and I need you to work your hardest because I know that you can. And it's going to be really cool. When you get to that last mission and you get your key and you solve the final puzzle, you're going to feel awesome. And so I want everybody to feel that awesome, not just the one person who did all the work for the group. Did I mention you can't have just one person do everything? Yeah, you can't have one person do everything. So, main talking points that you need to remember when you come in this room tomorrow. It's going to look different than it does right now. You're going to get a purple folder that has your name on it, and that's where you sit. You're also going to look in there for your expectations, your rubric, and your maze. Working through the maze, you're going to stop at each mission and accomplish the tasks within that mission. And you're going to respect each other while you do it. And if you can do that, this is going to be a really awesome activity that you'll talk to me about next year when you see me at that pen tour that we just went on. Okay, I don't know if this was any better than the text structures video, but hopefully it was. Goodbye. I will see you ready for action during this Edgar Allan Poe escape room.